Hi, Run Your Story family. This is Allison Gilliard with Run Your Story, where every story needs to be heard. And making sure that stories get heard this month are our Patreon family members. They support us not just this month, but every month. So thank you to our Patreon family members. We love and adore you guys. Thank you for breathing life into us and into the running community to make sure that these stories get shared. And I can't imagine Run Your Story without our Patreon family members. And so if you want to join, if you love this podcast and you want to be a part of the Patreon family members, we would love to have you join us to financially take care of this podcast because it does cost, and our Patreon family members have picked up that cost to cover it. So if you would like to join, we'd love to have you. You can go on over to runyourstory.com and you can find the link there for Patreon support. And again, thank you to our Patreon family members. You guys are the MVPs. You're what keeps us on the pavement. And so thank you so much. And it's because of our Patreon family members that we get to share the journey and story of my incredible, extraordinary, fantastic friend, Rebecca Nicole Butler, who, by the way, completed her 50-miler and was first female overall, like just happened this weekend. Absolutely incredible human being, incredible runner. Wait till you hear her story and why the saying relentless forward progress is so important to her. And I love how she says, when you feel like giving up, just push harder. Oh, so good. And I needed that. I needed to hear that from me personally. And I definitely encourage you guys to go follow her because one, Rebecca's always posting such encouraging stuff. She is a trail runner. She's a road runner. She's a Fresh Junkie ambassador. Shout out to our Fresh Junkie family for introducing us. She loves to dance, guys. Just an all-around cool cat. And I cannot thank Rebecca enough for sitting down and sharing her story with us and her heart. Just an incredible journey. And I'm so proud of you, my friend Rebecca. I love you and adore you. And you're doing great things. So keep it up. Can't wait to see you again and have a dance off. It's gonna be so much fun. All right, guys. Lace up those running shoes, get ready, get set, and go run with my friend Rebecca and her run story. Thanks, Rebecca. So exciting to have you on. Reason being, okay, so a little fun fact about the both of us. We love to dance. You love to dance way more than I do. And we had, I think our first real interaction of dancing was at Expo for Tiger 10K.
Yes, that was fun.
Right. And then we had a dance off with one of the Fresh Junkie workers.
I think it was Julie.
Julie, that's right. It was. I was trying to picture who it was. And now she's going to kill me when she hears that. She's going to be like, Allison, that was the most fun. And that's when I was like, I need to have this chick on the podcast because you're a fellow Fresh Junkie ambassador, we follow each other on social media, and you are definitely the donut queen. Okay, let me just preference that. Definitely the donut and dancing queen is Rebecca. And it was just so funny at the dance off. But then we get tagged because you post some of the most inspirational, encouraging, but also get out there, get after it. Don't stop, keep going. You're just like a mini motivational poster everywhere you go.
Well, thank you.
And people were like, you need to have Rebecca on the podcast. So this is for the people. The people have spoken. And here we are, people. You now have Rebecca.
Aw, you're making me blush over
the
here.
The dancing donut queen.
I'm going to have that song running through my head. Not the donut part, but the dancing queen. Yeah.
So, fun fact, I know nothing about you other than we're both Fresh Junkie ambassadors and we like to dance and you like to eat a lot of donuts and you're an epic trail runner. And then I only know from what you've posted on social media. So, Rebecca, what is your run story? How did you get started? How are we here at this moment?
Well, we're here because I ate a lot of donuts previously. And I've been overweight or was overweight most of my life. Well, pretty much all of my life. And I would always go back and forth with dieting and I'd lose weight and then I'd gain it back and I'd lose it and I'd gain it back. And then I'm going to tell my age here. But when I was in my 30s, let's just say early 30s, I was tired of flip-flopping and going back and forth with weight loss. So I said, you know what? I'm going to lose it and I'm going to keep it off. And so that's what I started to do. I did little pre-portioned meals and portion control is key. You can't eat a billion donuts and expect to lose weight. But that's what I did, and I started losing weight, and it was great, and then I hit a plateau, and, "Okay, what do I do now?" Because that's the journey previously where I would stop and not go anymore, but this time
Mm.
I picked up running because, hey, running's free, right? Yeah, I know better now, but that's what I thought before, so I started running, and I hated it. I literally hated it. I couldn't even run a quarter of a mile,
Mm.
but I kept going and I kept going. And I remember the first time I could run a mile, and it was the greatest
Mhm.
feeling ever. And
Yes.
then the first time I ran a 5K and somebody put a medal around my neck, and I'm like, really?
Mm.
Me? Okay. And
Oh.
I just kept going. And it really motivated me to want to go out there and just do more and see how far I could go. So I started off with a 5K and then I went to a 10K and then I'm like, "Ah, I can do a half." And then I did a
Mm.
half and then I'm like, "I'm never gonna do a marathon though. That's too long." And then I did a marathon and then I had a friend talk me into a 50K and I'm like, "Oh, this is horrible. Let's do it again." And then it became a 50 miler and then it became 100 miles and I'm like, "Dear Lord, where is it gonna stop?" But I obviously love it now, and
Mm.
the people I have met through running, I wanna get teary-eyed here, they saved my life.
Mm.
They really did, and I think that's why I post motivational stuff, is because running helped me so much,
Mm.
not with just weight loss, but I had a lot of stuff happen within the past year. My mom died, going through a
Mm.
divorce, and there's just a lot of stuff, big stuff. And if I didn't have the people that I met through running, I don't know where I would be. I wouldn't be here, and I don't know where I'd be. But they're the greatest people I know. And I think that's why I post everything I do is because I want people to know that if they're in the same spot, then they can get through it. And there are other people out there that are going through the same thing.
Mm.
And that's what I love about running, even though it tries to kill me sometimes.
That's right.
But
Oh, yes. I love what Fresh Junkie has done with the ambassadorship, where we got a Facebook page and we just post and then we follow each other. And that's really how we get to know each other. And obviously working at expos. And then, like I said, we'd seen each other at expos, but not really gotten the chance to talk. And then here we are having a dance off. And then but hearing your story, Rebecca, here's what's crazy about all of this is that it just makes me appreciate you even more because I see who you are now, not where you were when you first started. And so to know that you've gone through all of that is just so impactful to me because here you are being vulnerable and opening all of this up and saying, here's where my journey was, and here's all the stuff I've been through. But I have community and I have another family, and that is through running. And I absolutely love that. I love that so much.
and it is another family. It truly is. And y'all couldn't get rid of me if you tried.
It's okay. We have plenty more dance offs in our
Good.
future. So, what made you decide to become a Fresh Junkie ambassador? That I gotta know.
Danny actually
Oh,
convinced me to do
he's a
it,
tough
I know.
decision.
But I'm like, "Okay, I mean, I could do this."
Mm,
And I am so glad I did. I honestly
mm.
didn't think I would like working the expos, but it is one of my favorite things. Like,
Right.
I love it. Can I just sign up for all the expos, please? It's interacting with people that are coming through is so
Mhm,
great, and dance offs are so great, and just feeling that energy before a race,
mm,
because you have the
mhm.
race day energy and then you have the after the race day blues, but nobody talks about the pre-race energy, like when
Mm,
you're going to pick up
mhm.
your packet and all that stuff, and it's a different vibe, and it's a great
Oh, yeah.
vibe, and I
Mhm.
love it. It's amazing.
I will say one of the things that I love that you pointed that out because one of the things that I really appreciate is it's like you said, there's some people that this is going to be their very first running event, like ever. This is going to be their first time crossing the finish line. And especially when I work Battleship, I'm like, whoa, buckle up, Buttercup. Like, this is the race to be at. But it's just so fun that when people come through and you're like, oh my gosh, like you're going to love this. Like the finish line's awesome. So you're getting to give them like a little tidbits. And then there's some people that are like, "Oh, yeah, like I've ran this race 10 times. I've been here every year." And you're like, "Wow, that's incredible." And so you get to see all the ages and the body types and people are like, "Oh, yeah, I'm just going to walk it." And we're like, "No, no, no. There's no just. You're walking this." Like I think that you hit it so perfectly. The vibe of it, just to see the excitement, the glow, no matter what kind of runner or walker is coming through at the expo.
Exactly. It's so great just to see all the different types of people and give them
Mhm.
any little tidbit of information that you can.
Yes. Mhm.
Like for the
Mhm.
Louisiana Marathon Expo, it was where people could see them on the course or tell them where the jello shots were at or where the king cake was or, hey, you may want to look out for this section. But it was great and I enjoyed it so much.
Mm. So there have got to be some lessons that you've learned from running. Do you mind sharing some of
Oh, yeah,
those?
definitely. Just keep going is the biggest
Mm.
lesson. It's the most important thing I've learned is no matter what, just keep going. Is it going to hurt? Yes. It probably will hurt, but it's
Mhm.
gonna hurt more if you stop and you think, "Man, what if I just kept going?"
Ugh.
I've thought that so many times during races. I can't put another foot forward. This is the hardest thing I've ever done. I'm gonna
Mm.
die, but just keep going. Whether you run, walk, or crawl,
Mm.
it's just keep going.
Oh, that's so good. All right. You have done a lot of races, my friend.
Just a few.
So, okay, maybe I should ask it this two ways because you're also a trail runner. So, what is your favorite road race and what is your favorite trail
And
race?
I'm so glad you asked it like that because I had originally 2 different answers for that because one was a road race and one was a trail race. So, my favorite road race is Louisiana Marathon. I
Mhm.
love that one, and anybody who ever asks me about Louisiana Marathon, I tell them it is the best race I've ever done. Just the
Mm.
spectators on that course
Mhm.
are absolutely amazing, hence the jello shots and the king cake and all that other stuff, and there's tons of people out there with music, so you can have little dance breaks because I do that during the race, yes. So that is by far my favorite race. It was also
Mm.
my first marathon, so it holds a special
Oh.
place in my heart.
Mm.
And then Children of the Cane is my
Oh my gosh.
favorite trail race, and I say that because I've done my first 50K was there, my first 50 miler was there, and my first 100 miler was there. It's epic. I love that race. That one's put on by Walker Higgins, and he does such a great job with that race. So those are my 2 absolute favorites.
Mm. What has been a worse race? Or maybe it didn't go well, or maybe you're like, I want to go back and try again. Do you have one of those?
I do, and that actually
Mm.
happened fairly recently. It was in October. It would have been my longest race to date at 156 miles. It was
Oh,
yeah, it was from the coast of Georgia, from Florida to South Carolina. It was point to
wow.
point, and I did not make it. I DNF'd at 100 miles, and that was
Wow.
my first and so far only DNF, and it was hard. It was really
Mm.
hard. But I learned a lot, and that is why I'm gonna take it as a win, is because I learned so much during that race.
Mm.
And even
Hmm.
though technically the race is canceled, they don't do it anymore, I
Wow.
plan to go back because I have the route on my watch, yeah, and I'm going to complete it. I'm going to
Whoa.
complete it. I'm thinking
Okay.
about doing that next year. So, that's gonna be fun, but I will do it because
Are you thinking about having a support crew with you?
I am. There's a few people
Okay.
I asked, and there's also a few runners that didn't finish that may be interested in joining me. So there's could be potentially 2 to 3 of us out there trying to attempt this course and finish it. So it'll be fun.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Man.
yeah, that's my least favorite because I didn't finish, but it's gonna
Mm,
be epic when I do, and I will.
sure.
So
Even if we have to dance across, we
oh,
dance
yeah.
and across. We don't.
Oh, definitely. Definitely.
So let's shift to pre-race routine. Do you have one? What does that look like?
It involves well, like, the day before, if it's a big race, then I eat a ton of food, like, a ton of
Okay.
food. Donuts, cookies, ice cream, probably stuff that you shouldn't normally gorge on. Maybe people eat pasta or pizza or stuff
Mhm.
like that. I love sweets, so I gorge on sweet stuff. And then right before the race, of course, everybody does make sure you empty the tank, go to the bathroom
Mhm.
like 20
Mhm.
times, and coffee. So coffee, bathroom, and repeat 20 times. Yeah.
Okay. You cross the finish line. You're done with the race. What does your post-race routine look like?
I generally go home. By the end of the race, I'm just
What?
done. I'm so done. I generally just say, "Okay, I'm good. Let's go home." And then I go to bed if I
Wow.
can. But
Okay.
yeah, sometimes I'll stay and drink a beer because, it's free beer and why not?
Mhm.
But I'm usually so pooped by the end of the race. There's nothing more I want than just to get in my bed and curl up and die. Just a little. Just a little.
That went a little drastic there.
What can I say?
Okay. What is the Dancing Donuts favorite running item? You will not hit the pavement without this
Oh,
item.
that I had to think about for sure, but it is definitely my watch. I
Okay.
love my watch. It's a Garmin Fenix 7,
Mhm.
and I think one of the most cool features I like about it, it's got a little flashlight on it, so I never have to pee in the dark again. It's
Oh,
amazing.
okay.
I love it.
So when you're in the pot of golds at 5 AM, you're like, "Hmm, I got
Yep.
this."
Let me check the seat. We're good. Yeah,
Okay.
definitely.
Okay, so again, I'm gonna ask this in 2 different ways. What's your favorite pair of road race shoes? And then what's your favorite pair of trail race
Wow,
shoes?
good
Mm,
question. My favorite road race shoes are probably the Brooks Ghost Max because
really?
yes,
Okay.
I am trying other shoes right now though, but so far the Ghost Max are my favorites just because they're so cushiony and I feel like I'm
Okay.
running on a cloud.
Mm,
So they help me get through a lot of miles.
mhm,
And then my trail shoes are the Ultra Lone Peaks. I
mhm.
love those for trails. They've got a great little grippy on them and they're not too cushiony because I don't want to get too comfortable out there
Sure.
when I'm trying to stay upright on trails. I want to make sure yeah.
You don't wanna run on clouds when you're in the trails
No.
there, Rebecca?
I want to feel everything so that way I know I'm alive.
Okay. That's fair because we've had a friend on and he talked about how you hallucinate. All the things happen when you're in the trails for 100 milers and you don't know what's real and what's not. So I could see how you're like, no, I need to feel to be alive.
Definitely.
So let's talk about how do you fuel for your road races versus how do you fuel for your trail races?
They're honestly quite the same.
Okay.
So I just, like I said, donut, ice cream. Like I polished off a pint of ice cream yesterday for lunch. I felt guilty and that I'm like, "Oh, I'm running 50 miles Saturday. I'm good. I can eat a pint of ice cream for lunch." Yeah, so that's fun. The only thing that it does get hard, at least for the bigger races, like a 100 miler, because I have to start
Mhm.
that. I generally start fueling for that 5 days in advance. So it's 5 days
Mm.
of anything I ever wanted to eat in the past few
Mhm.
months that I've not done because I'm trying to control my weight. I buy and I eat, and you feel guilty about it. Oh, you shouldn't be eating this stuff, especially when you've lost 150 pounds and you're like, oh,
Mm.
but during race week, it's on and I eat everything. And I do feel slightly guilty, but I always end up actually losing weight after the race. So
Sure.
like it. It's okay, just eat it. So anyone
Mhm.
who's afraid of overeating during a race, it's okay, you'll burn it off, just eat it. Just eat it.
So, what do you take for your like, on a road race? Obviously, you're not gonna have donuts with you. Is there I'm sure you could if you could.
I do gummy bears.
Do
I do
gummy bears,
gummy
okay.
bears. Yeah. I do gummy stuff during the race and then, like,
Okay.
all the other bad stuff the week before, but gummies are better on my stomach during a race.
Mhm. Okay.
So anything like
Yeah.
sour gummies, anything like that, but gummy bears are my go-to in my pocket because it doesn't matter if they're hot or if they're cold, they're
Mhm.
the perfect consistency every time.
So, you don't do gels, you do
I
gummy
do gummy
bears?
bears. I tried gels and I used to do
Mhm.
gels, but
Okay.
I don't know, they don't like my stomach anymore.
Mhm. That's
So
'cause you eat donuts.
probably so. But yeah, I did my last 100 miler. In fact, I ran it on pretty much nothing but gummy bears. Yeah.
Really? Okay.
I'm not sure how I did
How
that, but
I was just saying so well, and then I was also gonna ask, like, how did you figure out that gummy bears was, like, your secret sauce?
they were there and I was there and it just happened to be the perfect
It was
combination.
magic.
Yeah. We saw each other standing across the room and we guided toward each other and it was like, "Ah." So it was just this beautiful magic moment, me and
That
the
is
red
great.
gummy bear. You're killing me over here.
Oh, that's fantastic. Oh, I'm crying over
If you
here.
have me snort on this thing, I'm gonna die.
Oh, man, that was hilarious. Oh, that's because I'm envisioning Rebecca, by the way, dancing towards a gummy bear and
Dancing with the gummy bear, yeah.
oh, man. Okay, I love that. I love how you found that
I
magically.
know.
It was great.
I didn't eat
Oh,
them before, like, it's just I don't know what it was during that race, but I'm like, "Okay, I'll take these little packets of gummy bears and try to
okay.
survive," and it worked.
Mhm.
And I won that race, so I guess there is something magical
What?
about gummy bears.
Now, is there a certain type of gummy bear?
And now
Okay.
I'll eat anything. I'm good with any of them. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I love that. They were just there, I was there, magic happened.
Yep.
All right, so you've talked about Louisiana, that being your first marathon. Do you have a favorite running memory? Like, this memory, when you think about it, it just makes you fall in love with running all over again?
Oh god, there's so many. I don't know if I could pick one. Honestly, I think 2 of my best ones are, of course, my 100 milers. That first one when I came through and everybody I was dead last, and I don't care, I still finished, but I
Absolutely.
sprinted in on that one, and it was great, and I loved it. Um,
Mm,
and then my second or my other memory was, once again, my 100 miler, and it was completely different experience from my first one because I happened to be first on that one, like, not just first female, but first
wow.
overall, and I
Oh.
ran into that one too, and when they told me I was first, it was like, "Wait, what? Are you sure? Am I hallucinating this? Really?" But that was pretty epic, very
Mm,
epic, and I don't know if it'll ever happen again, I really hope it does, but, God, that was yeah, I think that one's my favorite.
that is absolutely phenomenal.
It was fun.
Wow.
Like I said, it was
And you
theirs.
didn't have a clue idea.
Well, I knew I had 3 laps left, and they told me I was first and that I could walk. Like, "You got time to walk?" And I'm like, "Why would I wanna walk? I wanna be done." I'm like, "I feel good. I'm gonna run."
Mhm.
So, I ran those last 3 hard. It was what I thought fixing to storm because there was lightning everywhere, and I really thought I'd maybe struck by lightning and die, so I
Oh.
really did run those hard, but, it was great and epic,
Mm, mm.
very
I
epic.
love that. And I love that for and yeah, I can only imagine. Wow. Rebecca, do you listen to music when you run?
Sometimes, it depends.
Okay.
I try not to listen to music because I like to think when I run. Sometimes I think
Mm.
about absolutely nothing. I literally just
Mhm.
hum something. People probably like,
Oh,
"What
okay.
is going on with her?" But I don't know. I'll just do, while I run, or
Mhm.
I think about everything, like literally everything. So it's all or nothing. It's really weird
Mm.
how my mind works. But I don't know, sometimes I do listen to music, especially if I wanna run a little faster. I have a fast playlist, and I'll turn that on, and I'll just go to town and try to do speed work. So,
So what is your fast playlist? What will we find on there?
dancing songs. Oh, yeah.
I am
Yeah.
shocked by that.
Let's see, we got "Back That Ass Up" because that I could be 80 years old, and if that were to play anywhere when I'm 80, I would still get down to that song. I don't care. But it's also got Michael Jackson, it's got all sorts of different stuff on it.
Mm,
So, but yeah, I love my
nice. Okay.
playlist. And if you see me
Let's
running and dancing a little bit, it's because I got my fast playlist on.
let's like she got her dancing music on, guys. So watch out.
Yep, and better get out the way.
Let's shift to recovery. So do you have a favorite recovery tool?
I actually don't. I do
Oh.
have one of those little do guns,
Mhm.
whatever you call them.
Okay.
I don't know. I know the do sound they make. I've maybe used it once, but
Okay.
I just wing it. I just lay in bed. I'm like, okay, I can move now. Let's go. But yeah, I just I try to move around and get the juices flowing, and I guess that's my recovery is movement. Just get up and move
Mm.
so your joints loosen up.
Well, and sleep is a good recovery too. So
Yes.
sleeping and then moving. That's a good recovery combo.
Sleeping, I'm learning still that my body needs sleep, and I can definitely tell when
Mhm.
I sleep more and rest properly, I can feel a difference, and it's really great,
Mm.
and I need to work on the sleep part more, but I'm getting there. I'm getting there.
Mm. Do you have a cross training activity?
I do a lot of strength training, probably 2 to 3 times a week, and classes that I take, and I take those over
Mhm.
at the block over on Jefferson that's owned by Gabby and Walker, and I love their classes. They are amazing.
Mm.
So I do those 2 to 3 times a week because I found when I cross train, I don't get injured as much. I used to
Oh,
yeah.
100%. Mhm.
I would go to PT all the time, like, I would always have something wrong with me. "Oh, my IT band," or, "Oh, my glutes," or,
Mm.
"Oh, this." And once I started cross training, knock on wood, I have not had that anymore, so those classes have really saved my life.
Mm.
Plus, I'd be like, "Hey,
Absolutely.
Walker, can you give me any advice on this or on this?" So, it's been really helpful going there. I love that little gym.
Mm. And it's just something about lifting. It's like when you're in the midst of a run and you're like, "Man, I hate this." But then when you get done, you're like, "Wow, I'm so glad I did this." I feel like the workouts are the same where you're like, "Oh, man, I'm here. Gotta work out." When you get done, you're like, "Wow, I can't believe I did
Oh,
that.
yeah.
I can't believe I lifted that."
I feel that way about every single workout I do. I'm like, "Oh god, do I really wanna do this?" And then after I'm done, I'm like, "Oh, yay me. I made it."
My gummy bears are cheering for me.
Yep, and now I'm gonna bite their heads off.
Oh, but, that was very good, Rebecca. That was very good. You also have dancing videos too, so I feel like that's a good cross-training activity as well.
Oh, it really is. And nobody knows this, but I will do 3 or 4 different songs, and these are like 4 3-minute songs, they range,
Mhm.
and I'll do 3 or 4 of them because I don't know which one I'm gonna like best, and the whole
Oh.
time, like, I'll dance the whole time, so that's at least 20 minutes of moving around and dancing, which is not easy per se because 'cause
Mm.
I'm jumping and I'm dropping it on the floor and trying to pick it back up. But it is hard and it's a lot of work. So those I think that really helps too is just dancing it out.
Mm. Dance it
Dance it
out. I
out.
like that. Dance it out.
Yep.
So let's say that somebody is brand new to running or coming back from an injury or they're trying to dip their toes into running. What advice would you give them to get started?
Just keep going. Take
Mm.
small steps because that is exactly how I started. I
Mhm.
couldn't run a quarter mile when I first started running. I had to stop and
Mhm.
walk, and I would just try to focus on a point, and I would say, "Okay, I'm gonna run to this point, and then I'll stop and take a break." And maybe next time I would run a little further, and then I'd stop and take a break. But break it up if you have to. Find those places in your head where you say, "I'm gonna stop and take a break here, and I'm gonna take a break for this long, and then I'm gonna keep going." And that is what helped get me to be able to run my first mile continuously, as I would just pick a spot a little further down the road, and I would just run to that spot next. So just keep going. You will get there.
Mm.
All you have to do is just keep going.
That's good. That's really good. So you mentioned going back and attempting the 156 miler. Are there any other goals that you have that you are
Oh
looking at?
God, yes. And they scare the hell out of me. Yes, I have another 100-mile in November, and
Mm,
there's a lot of people on this one. So I don't think I could win the whole thing, but I would like to win top female. So that's a
wow.
goal. And then I want to do another 100 miles next year, aside from my 156 attempt, because I want to do Badwater one day, Badwater 135.
Wow.
I would like to try for
Mm,
that for 2027. So
mm,
whatever races I have to do to qualify for that, I'm going to get under my buckle in 2026 because that's one of my huge goals.
wow.
So I just need to survive long enough to get there.
You go, girl. Wow.
Yeah.
That is incredible. Oh my goodness. Okay. When you want to give up, and you've said this just to keep going, is there another mantra that you tell yourself? Like when you're like, I want to quit. What do you tell yourself to keep going?
Relentless forward progress.
Mm,
I try to think of that not just for running, but in life in general. Keep pushing forward. And in fact, I actually got that tattooed on my arm just for that reason. So I can look down. If it's during a race, I can just look at my arm and it actually has a red cardinal next to it for my mom. So
mm,
I look down and I think of her.
mm.
And I just think of just keep going forward, just relentless forward progress no matter what.
Wow.
And
That is beautiful.
she pushes me
Mm.
through.
Oh. What has been your favorite length to run? Whether it's training run, whether it's race day, whether it's on the trail, whether it's on the road. Do you have a favorite length to run?
Oddly enough, a 50K is my favorite. I don't
What?
yeah, I know. That's why I said oddly enough. I feel like it's just enough of a, "Hey, you ran over a marathon distance, but I'm not gonna die completely after I'm done with it." It's just the perfect distance. Not quite death,
Hmm.
but not quite taking up your whole day. You can still go out and have fun after a 50K, and then you can eat and not feel guilty. So it's perfect. I'm gonna go eat a pizza, and I'm gonna run a 50K, and I don't have to worry about anything.
I love how you're like, that's the perfect combo right there. I'm just like shaking my head, like, no, it's not.
Girl, you
You made
crazy.
me snort. Ah. Oh my goodness. Okay. When you're not running, what are you passionate about? What fuels you?
Oh, man. I don't know what I do when I'm not running right now because I literally run all the time, but I do like to paint in my spare time,
Mm,
and I love animals, and I used to be big into animal rescue,
wow.
so I do try to do that when I'm not running, whether it's go chase after a dog that's loose or help somebody look for their lost pet. But those are my 2 things. I love to paint and I love animals, so anything I can do to go help the animals, I'm all for it.
Hmm. Rebecca, any final words of wisdom, my friend?
Oh, so many. I think just keep moving forward. Don't quit. No matter what, just don't quit. Be consistent. That's the main thing is when you feel like giving up, that's when you need to push harder and keep going because that's
Mm,
when the great things are going to happen.
mm.
That's when they're going to happen is when you want to give up. So just keep going.
I love that. Rebecca, you are a joy. You are just, I'm telling you, a walking, encouraging poster. Like, so much fun. And I really hope we get to hang out more at the expos because you're in Louisiana and I'm in Alabama.
I
So I love that our paths have crossed and that our stories have been intertangled with each other because you are just a joy, an absolute joy. And
Oh.
you are also, not only do you post encouraging things to your page, but you also encourage other people. And I appreciate that. And I can't tell you how much fun it is to see what Rebecca's going to post today because I have to say, I loved reading the comments about when you posted about, "Hey, here's my snacks." And it was just hilarious. People going, "Whoa." And you're like, "Don't worry, guys, I'm running."
Yeah.
So it
I
was
don't normally
great.
consume this much sugar on a daily basis.
That was probably one of my favorite, but I was like, "Whoa, okay, let's
Yeah.
see." It was great. So I want to say thank you because you are not only on this podcast sharing your story and being vulnerable, but you're also doing that on social media, which is not something that we often see a lot of. And you really have no idea the people that you're inspiring. So I just want to say thank you for sharing your story here, but also on your social media and with whoever you meet. You just are just such a bright light. So I just want to say thank you so much for that.
No, you got me crying. Well, thank you, Allison.
Absolutely. And I can't wait to see you at the expo. It's
Thanks.
gonna be
Oh,
fun.
yes.
We'll have more dance
Oh,
offs.
definitely more dance offs. Definitely, for sure.
Oh, so good. And as Rebecca tells us, you just keep moving forward. Just show up, be consistent. And I think also what I loved about this, and I'm going to get a little emotional as Rebecca did, and that is that our running community shows up day in and day out for one another. And so whether it's cheering each other on at races, whether it's being there in life together, it's an extraordinary community. And to anyone who's listening, who's like, I'm not a runner, or I'm just a walker, or I'm not there yet, I can't do that, you can. You just find your people. You find your tribe, you find your group, and if you don't have one, you create one. And you find that core group of people that pour into you. And nothing is better than runners. Runners love to pour into others. And so to every runner out there, thank you. Thank you for pouring into this community and making it so extraordinary. Like, it is priceless. There's no price tag you could put on the running community. It is absolutely phenomenal how we show up and show out for one another. And it is just incredible. So thank you to Rebecca for sharing your story, for sharing your heart, for what you're doing to this running community and what you're doing to the community as a whole. Just so encouraging. And congratulations again on that first place. I'm so stinking proud of you. And I can't wait to see you in person again. We have the best time. So guys, get out there and move, and you will be shocked by who you find and the people that pour into you. So thank you to everyone who hits the pavement, because you're doing incredible things. You're showing up, you're crossing that finish line, and you're being there for one another. So thank you so much. And thank you again to our Patreon family members. They show up and they show out. They are rock stars. I love these guys. They are some of my favorite people. And to know that they believe in us so much that they put money on this podcast is, again, priceless. Like, it means the world. Whew. So thank you to our Patreon family members for pouring into Greg and I, and to Dave. And Dave's a Patreon family member as well, and he writes for the podcast. So go read his blog. He does an extraordinary job. And with Greg Gilliard, with Gilliard Tech Services, it really takes a village to make this podcast happen. And we have the absolute best village. And Run Your Story is possible because of our Patreon family members, because of people like Dave and of Gray who have said, yes, like, we want to make this possible. So thank you to every person who supports this podcast financially, who encourages us, who believes in us, who breathes life into us. Thank you for being you and for pouring into us. We love and adore you so very much. Again, thank you to Gilliard Tech Services. He edits the podcast, he updates our website, and we absolutely love that and appreciate that so much. Guys, go check him out for all your website needs. He is your go-to. Thank you to our listeners and our community. And again, thank you for making this podcast possible. We absolutely love doing this. And some days I don't know that I should keep going. And it's those days that our Patreon family members show up, or somebody from the running community, and they breathe life into us. And so thank you so much on the days when we're tired and we're not sure if we're going to cross that finish line. And you guys are just extraordinary people. So thank you so very much for believing in this podcast and believing in Run Your Story. Until next time, guys, go run your story because every story needs to be heard.